What's up, YouTube? It's the Console Samurai with Grown Ups Gaming. And whenever Nintendo comes out with something new, people tend to get very excited. Well, Nintendo came out last week and they filed a patent for a new piece of gaming equipment here in the United States. And in all likelihood, it is Project NX, although they haven't come out and confirmed it one way or the other. But a lot of Nintendo fans are very excited because it looks like we just got our first view at the Project NX. And as I said, it is pretty likely. However, it is a very interesting look because this new piece of equipment has no optical drive. It seems to be about the same size as the Wii U, and in place of where the Wii U had the optical drive, it appears that this is going to have a hard drive, presumably bigger than the Wii U, but it's going to have a hard drive in it, and it's also going to have some slots for some sort of external memory card, as well as various USB ports, which if it's like the Xbox and you can't upgrade the hard drive, then it does make sense to have an external hard drive ability. But as I said, there's no optical drive in this. So this could be a very interesting new development in the console, or actually just in gaming in general, to do away with the optical drive, because arguably optical drives are going toward obsolete. But the lack of an optical drive does kind of limit Nintendo in certain ways. If this is going to be a 100% digital download console, that could be either a very good thing or it could be a very, very bad thing. With Nintendo's current policies and the way that DRM works on Nintendo consoles and devices, instead of PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, iPhone, Android, where everything is tied to an account, every download on a Nintendo device is tied to the hardware itself. Which means if this is a 100% digital download console, you download a couple $100s worth of games, which is not difficult. 5 games is $300. Something happens to that hardware, you've just lost your entire library. And it may not be replaceable. It literally may not. You may have just lost out all that money, as well as all your saves and all the time you've invested in it. But from a monetary perspective, that's a huge risk to take. Now, as I said, they are coming out with a unified account system. We don't know when. We don't know any details about it, where everything is going to be tied to an account. Presumably, it's going to be tied to an account rather than the hardware, as they're currently doing, more in line with PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, the various mobile platforms, which would be a very good thing. But we do have to wait and see with that. So that's why it is dependent on also how well this new account system works. Now, the other alternative, rather than 100% digital download, is that this new external memory card thing. This could be the new delivery system for our games. Such with systems like PS Vita, and it's not that strange, it's not that huge a jump in logic. It does make sense. Which is a good thing, because the hardware that it requires to read a solid state piece of memory card, like a SD card or anything like that, is much cheaper. So the console can be much cheaper. Add to that the fact that without an optical drive, the inside of the console is going to be cooler. You get better airflow. It gives you a little bit more wiggle room with being able to put in stronger components in a smaller box. So it could be actually as powerful or more powerful than what we currently have as far as PS4 and Xbox One, which could be very interesting. It could actually be a good development. Now, the downside to that is that may limit certain third-party developers. Third-party developers may still want to do discs. They may stay more with PlayStation, Xbox, and PC just because they don't want to get all involved in making these solid-state memory cards for the games, because it is much more expensive to manufacture those. The equipment to read it is much cheaper, but to actually make it is a lot more. So that may hurt Nintendo in the long run. But again, none of this is confirmed to be Project NX. This could all be something else. This could be something completely different. This may be Nintendo's response to PlayStation TV, where you can digitally download all of Nintendo games, but it's going to be much cheaper because it's not going to be Project NX. It's just going to be something to tide us over until Project NX comes out. Or it could be something completely different. Now, because there is more to say on this, I'm probably going to do a blog post on this, and there'll be a link in that, or a link to that in the description down below. But in the meantime, let me know what you think. Do you think this is Project NX? If it is going to be 100% digital, do you think that's going to be the end of Nintendo if they don't change their policies? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Once again, I am the Console Samurai, and I'll see you around.